Hi, this is 14-year-old Liam, and I really am lame. But, when I'm not being lame and wondering why girls think I'm weird and gross, I'm listening to Liam's live streams. Yeah, I'm listening to my stuff in the future. I wonder what I'm going to grow up to be. Maybe I'll be an astronaut.
There we go. Hi everyone. Welcome to Chatting with Viewers. I can never get to the button on the mixer. It's a different mixer, and I'm still getting used to having sliders and stuff. This is Chatting with Viewers. As always, I am happy to be here. I miss being able to say from a mile above sea level and stealing Connor's thing, but it is what it is. But today is a very special day. It is March 22nd, and that is, I believe, National Rehabilitation Counselor Appreciation Day.
Good day indeed.
Yeah. It actually is something more important, though. It is our 18-month anniversary.
Maybe that's a dorky thing to count. I don't know, but it is.
Word Nerd writes in, "Thank you, Google ad. I will watch carefully when turning so I don't hit any cyclists." They know how to advertise. Let me tell you, they got the demographics locked in.
Sure do. I mean,
What?
I still
what
occasionally...
What ad did you get, Word Nerd? Do you know what it was for? I wonder if we can find it.
I still occasionally will get ads on Facebook, especially for things like eHarmony, Match.com, Bumble.
Bumble?
And it's like, my profile clearly states that I am engaged.
What is Bumble like Tinder for clumsy people?
If it's not, it should be.
It should be. What the heck is Bumble?
It's a dating app like Tinder, I guess.
Does anyone know? I don't know why I'm asking you guys if you know, but I...
Wow! Liam needs to go back to bed.
Yeah, apparently I'm still grouchy. Adisha's here. Hey, let's see. Stephen Crouch is here. Word Nerd obviously is here. And has learned the importance of turning...
Watching out for cyclists.
For cyclists.
Yes. Be it motorcycle or bicycle otherwise.
Acer is not getting any ads on YouTube despite not having premium, and it isn't sure why. Hey, don't knock it.
Yeah, just roll with it. Be happy about it.
Says I have no idea. I think it was just some public safety thing.
Yeah. Could we have one that's like, watch out for walking blind people?
Right before that, I got an ad for DuckDuckGo. Oh, God.
Quack.
John Follis says, "Hey, hope you are well." Remember the time I screwed up his last name?
Yeah, that was on one of the Unos.
That's right.
That was like our second to last Colorado stream. Wow.
That really was, wasn't it?
Yeah, because then that Sunday was the last Colorado chatting.
Gee willikers. Blind Goofball says, "Honestly, the ad targeting system is sometimes scary good and sometimes it sucks." That's true.
Yeah,
so,
I have premium. I don't have to deal with that.
Yeah, no, we
have the family premium plan.
Because we're a family.
That's right.
So for our 18-month anniversary, we are going to our favorite restaurant in the world, Pizza Hut. No.
Papa John's.
No.
No, we're not doing that. Little Caesars.
No, we're definitely not doing that. We know what happened the last time I had Little Caesars.
It was not a pretty sight.
No. Acer says, "I'm watching this after deploying NVDA updates on public computers." That sounds kind of boring.
Yeah.
John says, "You still owe me for the last name screw up." I apologize.
Can anyone guess what our favorite restaurant in the world, or at least in Yukon, is? We've talked about it several times on here and on the podcast that we haven't updated in like 5 years.
Oh, yeah, we need to do a new podcast episode. Blind Goofball says, what happened last time? Did I say Blind Goofball?
No,
blind.
You said it correct.
Oh, I did. I said Blind Goofball, and then had this moment where I was like, did I just script his name?
No.
What happened
You didn't
last
spoonerism.
time? What happened last time you went to Little Caesars? And listen, we don't. Let me just say,
He was very sick.
yeah, I was sick.
I wasn't feeling so hot myself. I think you got the worst of it, but I also didn't eat as much pizza.
I got the worst of it. Oh, I have an email. That's cool.
Is it that kind?
I don't know.
Okay.
I could look. No, it's...
Let's not.
Is it that kind? No, I don't know what it is. My Gmail's broken. I don't know. Yeah, my Gmail's not working.
Well, your computer's been acting...
Yeah, there's something
weird
up with my
today.
computer. I don't know what's going on with it. I love how you just left out my blind pun. Yeah, sorry, I didn't read the whole message. Sometimes I'm bad about, like, I read a message, and then my brain will parse it, and then I won't read it out loud, because I'm no fun. We haven't done one of these in a few weeks, because things have been busy. What did we do? We had...
Adulting things.
So last week was
Taxes.
taxes. Oh, God.
Yeah, no fun.
The week before that, we were supposed to go to...
We were going to the bank.
That's right. We ended up not going to the bank.
But by the time we ended up deciding we weren't
Well,
going
and we
to the
didn't
bank.
go to the bank because we couldn't. That was the big thing.
Yeah,
like,
they wanted an appointment.
we had to make an appointment, so we didn't end up going.
So then we went to Awful House.
Oh, and that was awful. It was, you know what? Let me say, it was not awful. It was...
Waffle House is very no frills. You want like a simple breakfast, go there if you're... But be realistic about your expectations.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing really was I was expecting a little more than what I got. And that might have been my first mistake. But it was fine.
It was edible.
I mean...
It wasn't disgusting. They were friendly.
Stephen Crouch says, I'm not sure if you all have heard about this. Yes, I have. The NLS DA2 talking book player that's coming out sometime in May. Yeah, so I don't know what each state is doing. I think they all have their own...
schedule.
If it's anything like Braille displays, it'll be staggered.
Yeah, I mean, it may be a little bit more simplified because it's just one unit. It's not like the Braille displays where you had different states with different
Right, because you had
stuff.
the Zoom X's and you had the Humanwares. These will just be one...
Yeah, I don't even think they're doing, like, advanced and basic like they did with the original players.
I don't know.
They haven't really said. So that leads me to think it's just one.
That'd be cool.
Player.
I'm kind of interested in them. I mean, new toys to play with. The Art of Unseen Brilliance says, hi, humans. And Rook says, I heard you're getting married. Yeah, I guess I am, aren't I?
Oh, yeah. Me too.
Oh, you too, huh?
Yep, me too.
Oh, that's good. We probably should get married at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
That would be good. I would think.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'm no marriageologist.
Not yet.
Stuff to get my my Packmate 40 fix, says John. Good luck.
Yeah, those have not been sold in a long time.
Yeah. Oh, the Packmate.
Yeah, also interested in the book players. And people forget about these. I'd actually seen recently on Facebook, somebody was asking about, where to get a simple book player machine for their child. And everybody was talking about, oh, there's an iPad app for Bard, and there's a smart speaker skill for Bard. It's like, guys, we're forgetting the simplest one.
The player.
Yeah, they will send it to you free of charge.
Yeah. I'd love to get one. I'm definitely interested. You know, I mean, there's a market for them. They're great if you want to do a thing.
Yeah, if you just want something that reads books.
Yeah. And, I mean, and like you said, they're free. So, I mean...
And, hey, even for those of us more technically minded, sometimes you just want something in the kitchen to blast a book while you're cooking.
The players will have Wi-Fi support with built-in Bard. And they'll use the a cappella voices. Okay, so they will be using text-to-speech.
I would think they'd have to. Because you can't do all of the functions that it would need to
That's
with
what
human
I would think
speech.
with, like, pre-recorded...
Because it's got to be able to read you book titles.
Sure, it's got to read dynamic speech.
So that you know what you're downloading.
I'll probably upgrade to the 2 once it rolls out in Michigan.
Yeah, thinking about it. Oh, is that a theory?
No.
Oh.
Why? What's up?
Michigan.
Yeah, no, we
got a
other,
few.
Other people live in Michigan.
Oh, I thought a theory just wanted all to himself.
No. They probably won't let him get one because he's a horrible human and no one likes him. Yeah, so really, I mean, honestly, it's just, I'd love to be like, all these great things have happened and start listing them, but it's been just work.
It's been work and
Which
being adults.
Is not a bad thing.
We're hosting Mary Mozzarella and Ricky Ravioli for some delicious chili tomorrow.
2 times in a week.
Oh, yeah, because Irish stew was Monday.
I made stew on Monday, and then I'm making Old McDonald's Massacre tomorrow.
Wasn't sure if you wanted to call it that on here.
I don't care. I don't think anyone. I mean, I hope some vegetarians are tuned in.
Oof.
I hope some vegans are tuned in because let me tell you, my chili is not vegan friendly.
No. We even decided that for this, before you eat it, you have to slow down the Old MacDonald song and sing it in a minor key. I don't want to.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
Well, I don't know if that's public domain or if we're about to get.
E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm, he had a chicken. You're not going to sing along with me, are you? E-I-E-I-O.
No.
E-I-E-I know. We just got E-I-E-I know. That's the best.
He's so dreamy. No. Yeah, that's a throwback to, I think you were making chili that day.
I was.
That was at the apartment.
Yeah, so it's chicken, turkey, and beef in one
also
chili.
known as wild chili.
Yeah. So
with
it's
some spices.
3 meats all combined. Yeah, and lots of yummy spices. And I cannot wait. I dialed it back the last time I made them chili. I'm going normal spice levels.
Yeah, you weren't feeling the best, and we didn't know what they could handle, so it was like... But they're saying they can handle the spice, so
the DA2 is going to use a USB-C cable.
Oh, to charge.
Yeah,
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah, because right now it has this cord that's just built into it. That's a 2-prong. I bet it'll be like the Humanware cord. Because I think they've said on their site that's who they partnered with to make it, is Humanware. We know about the Humanware cord.
Yeah. So, yeah, turkey, chicken, and beef.
And, like, different kinds of
Turkey-fin,
beans.
says Brian.
Turkey-fin.
You need to really emphasize the had. When you,
MacDonald had a farm.
No, and on that farm he had a chicken. Because, he doesn't have the chicken anymore.
Yep.
E-I-E-I-O. With a here and a there. Here a
We're exhausted. I think that's what this boils down
to. Wait till I get to the cow. Yeah. There.
Oh no.
So dumb. The big thing, I guess, and like if you've been watching on social media, Elworks has been posting a lot more. If you aren't following Elworks games on Mastodon, you really should be. BrainStation is trucking quite along. I mean, and there's been a lot of little developments. Like, so I can't be like, yeah, I have a date for releasing stuff.
I was about to say, we still do not have a release date, correct?
Correct. I mean, I have an internal release date, but I'm not publicizing when I want to release it yet because,
even that's still tentative.
A lot of work to do. And so I don't want to be like, hey, it's coming out next week, and then find out that I have a month's worth of work to do. So when I'm at the point where I'm comfortable and can be like, yeah, you know what, we could release this, I will start announcing dates and stuff. I guess the other thing we could talk about is, I know we talked about a while back about Super Egg Hunt. I'll just kind of come out and be like, let you guys know I'm working on both in parallel, which sounds kind of a weird thing to do. Like, how can you work on two games at once? But a lot of the games share a lot of the same systems. So, like, let's say I build, I don't know, leaderboards. Both games can use those. Let's say I have to build, we have the achievement system. Both games can use those. So there's a lot of shared components that will work across games. And then, like, Super Egg Hunt, I'm doing a lot of rewriting of stuff. So things are going to be just better, refactored. It's going to run smoother. Everybody wants 8-way movement. So, like, normally you can hold the up arrow, the down arrow, left or right. But now you can hold up and right to go on an angle. Great Toy Robbery does this on Python and the new old version. And so now you can do this. I also wanted to fix slide to, like, make it not suck as much. But no one plays slide. So it's not really worth it. But apparently, I got an email that apparently some of the slide puzzles are unsolvable.
Whoops.
Yeah, whoops. So, that's a problem. John says, I will happily pay for the new Super Egg Hunt. Well, I appreciate that because we're probably going to have to charge for it. And I apologize for those that have bought it and are like, really? You're going to double dip on me? And I'm sorry. But, man, I wish you could do something with Judgment Day. I don't really want to rewrite that again because I'd have to convert that from an old language. I bought Slide on your last marathon because I like slide puzzles. I'm so sorry. My condolences. Slide could be a cool game. I think if we just rewrite parts of it, it'd be really good. I just, I don't know. We'll see. But BrainStation's coming along. I added a couple new games. I actually just added a third game. We added Recall. It's like Simon, but with numbers, and it's kind of fun. There is, like, one more game I'd like to add for the 1.0 release, and I think I'm going to do a game freeze because we're up to 26 games. So I'd like to add one more, which is a game that I wanted to do, but
yeah.
No, I'm pretty geeked about both games, and I think the Super Egg Hunt update's going to make it cool. We're changing some stuff around. The one thing that will make people kind of sad is we're getting rid of trophies, but we're going to replace them with achievements, and there will be a lot of achievements. So BrainStation, for example, currently has 370 achievements. I suspect Super Egg Hunt will have a couple hundred. So if you like collecting things, you'll like this.
I'm about to probably trigger a bunch of smart speakers. Alexa, how many days until April 11th?
Friday,
20.
April 11th, 2025 is in 20 days.
Yes, what happens on April 11th, we may ask?
I don't know. I wake up.
We wake up and we go on the fly.
Where are we on?
Chicago.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So,
we wake up early and go to the airport because we are going on vacation.
Yeah, so we're going...
So we will miss April 12th chatting.
Yeah, we'll be in
think we're planning
Chicago.
on-
We're going to be seeing my family and eating lots of food.
Oh, so much food. I want some Taco John's so
Me
bad.
too. Taco John's and Portillo's.
Yes.
And Duke's. Gotta make a trip back to Duke's. Yeah, it's going to be so good. Some of those trophies were really funny, says John. So we won't hear your voice. No, and in fact, actually, most of my voice is getting removed. We'll be doing text-to-speech instead, or your screen reader. We're pulling out a lot of that stuff because, you know what? When I recorded some of that stuff, that was almost 20 years ago. Some of the clips, like the Ready, Set, Go stuff,
Wow.
is, well, maybe a little newer than that, actually. But it might have been 2012 that I updated. I don't remember when I recorded a lot of stuff. But it's 10 years old, at least. And so my voice is different now. And also the microphone that I'm using is different. And a lot of things have changed. And so I don't want to try to be recording using two different sets of recordings and stuff. And it's recording stuff sucks. You know what? We have screen readers. We have text-to-speech. They can do the work for us. But the one cool thing that's coming out though in 2 is at least, I think, what did I count? 7 new modes. At least 7 new modes, and so that'll take you to, I think, 20. Plus a free play option that everyone has wanted. So I actually get emails from people going, I like to use these games with my students. Can you make an option where they can just run around and pick up eggs to their heart's content? And the answer is yes, I have made it, and you'll be able to play it. I wonder if people will just keep old versions around for the sake of history. I mean, I guess you can if you want to. I would. Why? Play the new one. It's going to be better in like every single way.
No, it's like, why do people keep around old Mortal Kombats or old anything? Just nostalgia.
I'm old. Why am I kept around?
You're not old.
Oh, okay.
You're not even middle-aged yet.
I will be in like 2 months.
I thought middle-aged was like 50.
I thought it was
Not
40.
Time to consult the Google machine.
Yep. Okay.
Of course, it's not going to tell us anything.
40 to 60. Middle age, period of human adulthood that immediately precedes the onset of old age. So yeah, 40 to 60. So yes, I will be in my middle ages. Ugh. I miss being young.
Wow.
I say, like, you know you're getting old when you have to, like, make noises when you get up.
Yeah, was it like, I remember when I used to be able to stand up without making sound effects.
Yes, this is true. And Alyssa can confirm, I make a lot of sounds.
I'll be
when I'm
across
in
the
room.
hall and I just hear like, I'm like, are you okay?
Yeah, just standing up.
Standing up.
Can we use that sound effect that you just made in the game? We're gonna like pitch shift that down. It's gonna be when you like defeat a monster or something. What was that?
A noise that you have made many times when you stand up.
Make a lot of sounds.
The house is full of sounds, especially as of late with that pixel belching every time you get a notification.
Yeah, right. Burp. And the Monarch does it too. That's the best part. Is the Monarch goes doink and then burps.
Yeah, depending on what kind of notification you're getting.
Yes, it is fantastic. So yeah, we're not really. I don't know. I just don't have a lot to share with you guys. I mean, there's not a lot. You may have noticed briefly that there was going to be another stream this weekend for... Yeah?
Oh, I was just clearing my throat.
Oh.
Sinuses, sorry.
You may have noticed that there was going to be a stream for a game called Audio Race. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. It's one of those Italian games. What are the audio games, store games? Picked it up, tried it, already asked for a refund. I was not impressed, and I don't feel like wasting y'all's time. John says, Liam, how many fans are in your computer? I know it's a random question, but I'm just curious.
Can you hear them?
3, I think. There's a Case fan. I think there's 2 Case fans. Maybe there's 2, actually.
I mean, for 3, it's very quiet.
There's obviously a fan on the processor, and there is a Case fan. So it may actually be 2. I think it's 2, actually. It's running an AMD, so it runs cooler than like an Intel does. That's one thing I like about the AMDs. They don't run as hot. My laptop's an AMD, and it definitely runs cooler.
Yeah, I know. I was like using my laptop for something last weekend, and it was getting roasty toasty real quick because it is an Intel. No, that was not my purchasing decision.
No.
It was a beggars can't be choosers situation, as it were.
John says, Audio Race, I saw that and was like, no, heck no. I mean, I wanted to give it a try. I think, like, you should always give something a chance. And so I did. And I'm like, let's try. They may have made something cool. And I will say I like the sound design. I think the idea wasn't a bad idea. The execution with a lot of the audio games is usually questionable at best. At least it wasn't saying press tab to drive, so that was cool. Yeah, there's an algorithm that can be applied to any slide puzzle. Yeah, the game's not really doing that. The game was lazily coded because, I don't know.
Because Liam was tired.
Pretty much. Something like that. Somebody wanted me to put slide puzzles into BrainStation, and I was like, let's not torture people. I am excited for BrainStation, though. There will be a stream in the next... I don't know, actually.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm not sure when I want to stream it, because I'm like, well, if I'm going to stream it, then that's probably when I should, like, announce a release date. I should announce a lot of stuff. I guess we could do, like, a what's new stream, but there's not a lot really to see. I mean, there's a couple new games. Keypads is fun.
A lot of it's under the hood stuff, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's true. Like, a lot of it is boring under the hood stuff. And it just makes my life better. So, like, the big project has been converting the game to use a new menu system that's more...
responsive?
Yeah, extendable. It's more gooder. And nobody cares. Like... No one's going to notice a difference, but I do, because I have to hand code 70 menus. So it's like, that's the thing about developing, is like, there were so many times that for the end user, you don't care, right? Because it's not shiny and cool.
You just want it to work.
But for the developer, we do some really cool stuff that we're excited about. No one else is. Like in the Super Egg Hunt stuff, like right now, I've been doing a lot of refactoring and cleaning up and changing of stuff. And it's like, no one would care. Because you're not seeing like tangible progress that you can look at.
Well, it's like if I go clean my house, who's going to care about that besides me and the people that live in it?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, let's say you're building a house, right? And like, you've done the foundations and stuff, and and whatever, like, that's not cool. But once the house is up and you can see the framework and see the roof and stuff, then you have something to look at. And that's kind of where we are right now. It's like I'm doing a lot of like behind the scenes boring stuff that isn't cool, but it'll be cool when it's done. I mean, y'all are gonna have fun with it. I think it's gonna be a really cool thing.
Been using that word a lot more lately.
What's that?
Y'all.
Well, I live in Oklahoma, okay? I mean, I live in in hee-haw land, so you gotta. Ryan Bishop says, "Good morning to the both of you."
Good morning, Ryan Bishop.
Yeah, good morning. I just, the way I look at it is like this: if you liked Super Egg Hunt, you're gonna love it when I'm done. I mean, I used to get emails from people that would be like, you know, this game is great and everything, but I started playing it and I literally played it for 8 hours straight and lost track of time. I want to get more of those.
Didn't you have a coworker that was like, my ex couldn't stop playing your games?
Yeah, I did.
At a former job.
I did. Yeah, actually, I got yelled at. They're like, you know, I know you make games, but like, F you. Like, I'm way too damn addicted to Super Egg Hunt, says Ryan. Oh, Ryan, you will be happy. You will be very happy. Because there's some cool... So, Grid Runner is cool. I think I've talked about that. The one mode... I don't know if I publicly talked about the one that I was working on. I was working on one. Whatever. I was working on one where you get to play as the chicken. And you actually have to, like, chase the player down and peck him. Or her. Or them.
Gregory Peck.
Greg the chicken. Also, yes, Greg, the chicken is being retconned. I know he is Mr. McChicken. His name has actually really unofficially for about 13 years been Greg. And so we're officially renaming him to Greg.
Any relation to, what is that disclaimer that authors always give? Any relation to real people is purely coincidental.
Yeah, living or dead is you know. I don't know if it's the eggs or the chicken, or if it's a damn chicken. He makes everything so much better. I love the chicken. I love the chicken. I really do. I remember when I released the original Egg Hunt and you collected eggs, and then I was like, why don't we add a chicken? And it's so great because, like, it's the weirdest. Somebody asked me once, they were like, were you on drugs when you came up with Super Egg Hunt? Like, and the answer is no.
It's probably me.
No, I've gotten that question quite a few times because it's such a weird concept. But it all started with the Easter egg hunts. I don't know if you ever did the BP Easter egg hunts.
I kind of did a modified version of those.
Does anyone remember that's watching this, the Telepioneers? Someone else I think makes the eggs now, but they would like throw out all these BP Easter eggs in a field, and you'd run around and go pick them up. And it was like an Easter egg hunt, and it was so much fun. I got to do this when I was like 6.
I think they have talking ones now too. I remember a friend telling me that
talking
her O&M
ones.
Her O&M instructor.
What did they say?
They'd be like, "Yoo-hoo, over here!
Pick me up. Put me in your basket." I said basket.
I know.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
But yeah, that's BP eggs.
But it was this idea. I don't know. I just was like, wouldn't it be cool to make this into a game? And so, you know, it was just you run around a grid or a field and you pick up beeping Easter eggs. And the whole thing about the chicken is, I think I've told this story, and I'll tell it again. When we did the Easter egg hunt, I was gotta be 6 or 7. They had a mascot, and I don't know if, like, what he was a mascot for. If they were just like, let's get a character to come hang out. But he was Charlie the Chicken. And I think that's where my idea for the chicken came from. That, like, Charlie the Chicken, he was just like, he was there. And he didn't peck me or anything. I did get to touch his beak, though. I remember that.
There was a chicken mascot at Six Flags, and I don't remember what he was supposed to be a mascot for, but I remember it was at one of the little restaurant places or something, and they had choices of, like, you get a grilled chicken sandwich or a burger or something.
Yep.
And if you got a chicken sandwich, like, the chicken would come find you.
What?
Yep, the chicken would come bother you if you got the chicken sandwich.
Where the heck was this?
Six Flags.
Did he, like, threaten to kill you?
No, he probably just looked all sad and hunched over and
Can't
stuff.
believe you're eating my brother.
I had a family.
You're eating my family. I had talking accessible Easter eggs. The local bomb squad actually built Easter eggs in the past. Dude, I could see the bomb squad doing that. Because these are nerds that play with wires all day.
Yep.
So we were talking about yesterday, we were talking about snap circuits. And apparently I may need to get some.
Oh?
Yeah, because apparently we actually have some kits. With, like, that they're actually brailled. Mm-hmm. But you could build really cool stuff with them. So, like, I think we've got a kit that'll let you build, like, a truck that you can actually, like, drive around.
There was one that was like a radio. I don't know if
Yeah. You can build a radio. I mean, you really could build whatever you want. You can go buy them at Target. But ours have the
labels.
They have the labels, but yeah, Ken was telling me you just use a multimeter. And you could figure out, like, what works with what. So you don't really need the Braille ones, but if you want to make your life easier, totally worth it. The Bomb Squad Easter eggs were just basic metronome circuits. The egg body was large enough to fit a 9-volt battery. So I think I need to find out for the next Oklahoma Council for the Blind meeting. I think we were doing something with those Easter eggs.
That's right. I wonder if they were having people.
I hope that's next month. Because we missed last month's meeting.
It would have to be because
I would hope
that's
so.
before Easter.
I'm hoping so because I want to look at those. I would love for Super Egg Hunt to record some of those Easter eggs. I realize they would super friggin' loud. But I would love to get recordings of some of those and make an option to actually use those as the Easter egg beeps. I don't know where I would even find those. I know because Telepioneers made the baseballs for Beep Baseball. And someone else I think was making them too.
Yeah, there was a... I don't remember what the person's actual name was, but he kind of got nicknamed Fonzie.
Fonzie? Hey!
Yeah. Because they, the people at Newview were talking about that. He's like from Texas.
Yeah,
that'd be a good question for Mark.
Yeah, it would be. He would know. Oh, if you can get beeping eggs, try to pickup coil them. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I actually don't have a pickup coil. I should really snag one. Because I wanted to pick up coil the pickle.
Oh, the pickle.
I think I still have the pickle somewhere.
Probably do, but I don't know if his batteries are still good, and I don't want to find out.
But when you squeezed it and startled yourself? It was funny.
I'd be afraid we'd take it out and it would, all those like freaky, my batteries are dying noises.
Yeah.
I can't stand that. Oh, it makes my skin crawl. It makes me want to throw whatever's making the noise.
I would definitely love to pick up coil the pickle And yeah, it'd be cool to get some BP eggs. Well, I'm gonna see what we got. I don't know if we're doing them on. I think it's like April
Might have to
5th.
ask her.
Yeah, I think it's the 5th. So maybe we will be
It's
doing
usually
that
the first Saturday.
because they're gonna have the egg hunt over at the Lions Club. So maybe we are putting them together. I mean, what do you have to do? Just put batteries in them?
I don't know, and probably like put candy in them and stuff. Or can you put candy in those? No.
What?
I heard the message.
Yeah, no, I'm cool. I don't even like speaking spells when they're working.
No, I've heard some horrible battery dying noises, and it's like the stuff of nightmares to me. It's a sensory thing that I can't hang.
Yeah. Or something. It's not Super Egg Hunt, it's Super Yodeling Pickle Hunt. Do I still have the
recording of it?
Yeah, I think I do. Where's the pickle? Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I know I got it somewhere because we recorded the pickle.
Yes.
There's the pickle. Oh, this is an Opus file. Oh, VLC will play this. Here we go.
It's funny because like the packaging is very different from what it actually is.
Yeah.
It like shows him wearing a hat and hanging out in like on a mountaintop. And you open it and it's literally just a plastic pickle.
Yeah,
and there was a question as to whether or not this was stream appropriate.
He's got lederhosen and like a hat. Oh, we also have yodeling Eli.
Sorry, Eli.
Sorry, Eli.
Does he ever watch these?
No.
So yeah, Liam, we're supposed to get permission before we play stuff with other people's voices.
Oh yeah. It's so dumb. So yeah, Easter's coming up. You know, Super Egg Hunt's a great game to play. Really excited about the new version. I think you guys are gonna like it when it's done. No, I don't know when it's coming out yet. Yes, there probably will be a cost for it. Sorry, but I need to get compensated for my time. Because otherwise I could just go do something else. And so I don't mind making games, but I gotta get compensated for my time, you know? I mean, it's
time is money.
The way it is. Yeah, I don't know. So, I really don't have anything else for today.
I think we're going to try the mashed potato poppers at KFC.
I think I'm just going to go sleep. I'm really tired. I'm like super, super sleepy. I didn't sleep good.
No, you didn't.
And so I'm feeling it. It's a Saturday. It's a great day to go flop and take a nap. And I think that's what's going to happen. So we'll be back next week with more chatting and more good stuff. And keep watching for, hopefully I'll have some streams in the next few months on BrainStation. And maybe Super Egg Hunt. That'd be cool. I'm down for that. When I have more to show you guys. Because at the moment, it's like in pieces. And so it like it runs, but it barely runs. I mean, it doesn't really do anything at the moment because we're pulling out the trophies, doing achievements, refactoring a whole bunch of stuff, and figuring out how you'll unlock games. I have a couple choices. Do I make more games unlock with achievements, or do I allow you to spend currency, in-game currency, not real money, because that'd be messed up, to unlock games? kind of like the way that the achievement thing works. I think that's kind of cool. Where like, so in Super Rank Hunt, you earn trophies, and like if you have 5 trophies, you unlock a mode. 10 unlocks another one. 15 unlocks one. But I don't know. Do we want to do that with achievements? Do you guys like that, or do you want to be able to pick the order in which you unlock your modes? Because maybe you don't want classic mode right away. Maybe you want hyper hunt instead. I don't know. It's hard to say. I will say if you if you don't want to shop, it's a lot easier to code. Then I don't have to code that, which is cool. We could just make it based off achievements. I'm okay with that. I know the cool thing is it kind of follows like a certain order. So it's like, oh, you unlock this because you unlock this one, and then the next one makes sense. So like we have mix up, which is the one where like everything moves around, and then we have mix up remix, which is where everything moves around faster. So it's like that makes sense. And so if we do a shop, then it's like, well, you can't have remix because you don't have the first one. So I don't know. Philip says, howdy, afternoon to ya. Howdy, Philip. We are actually on our way out the door. Well, out the virtual door. I'm going to go take a nap. I think. That sounds good, actually. I'm kind of hungry, but I'm also sleepy. I think Sleepy's going to win out. So yes, look for another stream next week. We'll be back with more chatting, and maybe we'll have something more interesting to share. Probably not.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Things are kind of stagnant lately.
Yeah, I mean, it's work, and then cook dinner, and then sleep.
And then do it all again.
Oh! You know what I got to listen to watching was The Last of Us. That's been a lot of fun to watch that with you.
Oh, yeah.
We still have to do... so we're going we're doing like an episode per week.
Yeah, it's a lot to take.
So we are actually up to episode 3, which it's my favorite episode. And I am excited to experience that with you. Because I never get tired of watching it. It's so good. And we'd start watching Daredevil. We really actually need to catch up on that too.
Yes, we do.
We're going to have... So we got 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6 come out on Tuesday. So we're going to have some catching up to do.
Yeah. I don't know about you. Problem tends to be by the end of the workday, I've had to be attentive all day long, and my attention span is just gone.
What?
Exactly.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I don't know what you're talking about though. No. So.
Maybe that's just a weird me thing. I don't know.
So, anywho, want to thank you guys for being here. I am gonna yawn first of all. So, want to thank you guys for being here. As always, thanks for watching and or listening. We will be back next week with more chatting with viewers and more good stuff. Good night and good corn. Oh, wait. I gotta flip the... There we go. Gotta go to that screen. Okay. Good night and good corn.